Hi and welcome to this video. If you found this, I'm happy that you're here and maybe I can align with you with some information because I'm feeling like I need to talk about some things that I've experienced myself, and it feels right for me to upload this so I can watch this back later, and maybe if somebody else watched it, it will help you as well, hopefully. So what I was like sensing in my life right now is that I feel kind of uncertain because um, if you're on a path that is on quite the good road, the steps disappear. So you don't know where you're actually going. The things that you do feel like you're on the right track, but you don't know where it's going to end up. And it's actually kind of scary. So I'm like, where is this all going? Also, like the life lessons that I'm getting and all the things I'm going through until now is like, where does this all lead to? Because why do I need to learn all these things? And sometimes it gets pretty tough because I'm trying not to compare to other people, but you still like are comparing and are like, why does this person's life go that way and why does mine go this way? And um, there's positive things to it and negative things to it, and it just gets me thinking. Like, it gets me nervous like that. Just the feel that unsettling feeling of not knowing where it's gonna go, and um, it learns me how to have more faith and also more trust. Yeah, trust and faith, and strength as well, because you need to proceed to do the path where you feel kind of uncomfortable in, because if you stay in the comfort, it's not going to give you something new eventually. So you need to go into something uncomfortable to change your life setting if you didn't like what you had before. So I'm proceeding my path, but with like the sense of, where am I going? What do I need to learn before I end up in the things that I want to or feel aligned with? And it gets me like thinking too much in my head. And yeah, so I'm kind of stuck in my mind sometimes with, like, I know that what I'm choosing for myself is right. And I sometimes feel intuitively where I need to go and I follow it, but I still don't know what I'm doing sometimes. And I just feel like maybe some other people need to notice as well. Like, it's okay not to know what you're doing. Almost no one actually really knows what they're doing. Some people have a really like strict life plan, others don't, and that's also okay. And I think before I tried to have like a really strict plan for how my life is gonna go, and like I'm gonna do this school and become this person, but it didn't give me the fulfillment or the I got stuck in that path because it didn't let me become me. And I want to follow a path where there's room for me as a soul and a being to actually expand and evolve in a way that is natural to me and is actually accentuating more of the things that I already do or like, instead of trying to learn how to fit into a box of what people try to make of you. Because some workplaces or schools or groups of people, they have some kind of, everyone has their own perspective, of course, on people and situations, but it almost can become an imprisonment. Because if there's too many people that see you in a certain way, that they see you to be see you becoming someone, they're almost like guiding you into a future that they are planning for you, and they do this unconsciously, and you also do this for yourself or other people sometimes. But it's good to take a step back and ask yourself, what what are these people thinking that I am, or what do I hear back from how do people see me, and is this actually how I am, or is this another perspective of me? And there's like million versions of yourself because everyone will see you in a different view, but sometimes I get stuck somewhere and I think that how other people see me is actually who I am, but sometimes it doesn't really add up that way, and I need to take a step back and get into my own self and my own core. Like, who am I and what do I want to do and what do I want to be, when I really listen to what's inside of me and what are my qualities and how can I unfold them in a way that is good for me and creates room to actually grow in that way. And that's hard because when I look at those things, a lot of the time I already have ended up in like a road too far where I need to take myself out of eventually, because I don't like where it's taking me, or it's not seeing me as me. Some people don't see you for the way you are, but they see you for the way they are, or the way they don't want to be. It's like some kind of projection stuff. And sometimes that happens, but I just get blind to it sometimes because I just don't see it. And when I see it, I just take a step back and I'm just realizing now, who do I want to be and where is this all going? And I am guiding this. So I can listen to the people that see me in a certain way, but I can also take a step back and see like that are also people around me giving me feedback about what I attract into my life, and that says something about me as a person right now. So maybe it's kind of like that I needed some confirmation about what other people see about me. And that tells me actually that I need to grow stronger in myself first. Because for me, I think sometimes I end up in this kind of things and then I need to take myself out of it. And I really want to be seen as me. So maybe I should start being me in the first place and not letting people go over my boundaries, because I tend to do that. Because if you're like spiritual or you think in that way, you also see people empathically and you're like, oh, but they did this because they experienced this or their parents this. And there's always an explanation for a certain person, but it doesn't mean that you want to be treated like that or seen in that way. You don't necessarily deserve that. So it's good to have empathy for people, but I'm learning right now as well to set your boundaries so you can be yourself instead of other people rewriting your story. And yeah, that's something that I was contemplating about a lot the last few days. And it's making me reflect and just go back to my own self and my own core. And I just really felt like I needed to make this video. So when I end up in a situation where I don't feel seen, because that's actually how I really feel, it's like very hard, because wherever I go, I don't feel seen for who I am, but for who other people think that I am. And that is quite hard to live through, but it is also showing me something that I could open up myself more and really be myself and be my strong personality, and stop dimming my light to see what others will think about me. I think that's the most important for me right now to remember for in the future. Whenever you feel like you're not seen for who you are, just take a step back and go to your own core or watch this video. So maybe it will help. Okay, bye. Have a good day and everything will be all right in the end. Just trust your own feelings.